I'll speak loud. Welcome to the Arts Council of Princeton. We're so very happy to see you all here today. We're very excited about this new partnership that we've just started with the PAC. Again, my name is Adam Welch. I'm the executive director here, and we've done this series for about 2 years. It's called the Art of Series, and it's designed to bring more people, more variety of experiences, artistic experiences. And so we've done all sorts of things, like downstairs, there's the Art of Matahara, which is a porcelain manufacturing company. And then we've done the Art of Coffee. Some of my personal favorites is the Art of Whiskey, and the Art of Beer we've done. We've done Art of Margarita and Tacos, so all kinds of different experiences to bring in new audiences and to expand all of our ideas about what art can be. When David reached out to me about the PAC, we talked about all kinds of various things that we might be able to do with this new community. And so, as it turns out, I hadn't heard of what he referred to as the Handpan, what we're calling the Art of Harmony and Steel. And so it's a new experience for me, and I'm very excited. And as will be discussed, there are also healing properties associated with this. And we have, in Mercer County, a bunch of organizations have come together to designate November as Art and Health Month. And the mayor of Princeton just designated November Art and Health Month. And so we're doing all kinds of activities to raise awareness of the value of art and centering ourselves in the balance of our lives. So without further ado, you're not here to listen to me, but I want to introduce my new friend, David Wu, who you all know, and he's going to introduce the program. Do you need the microphone?
No, I don't. Thank you very much. Thank you. No, my voice may not as loud as you, but it's not going to be a small voice, I'm pretty sure. So I'm David Wu. So I think most of you know me, and I'm representing the organization of Princeton Active Circle. As you know, it's really a non-profit organization, and through this initiative with Adam, we are able to bring this top musician to show us this excellent, wonderful instrument. As Adam mentioned, this is a new partnership with Art Council of Princeton, and I think the goal is really to engage our community, as our mission said, right? To enhance and improve the quality of life of all community members. So I really appreciate Adam, the collaborations, the partnership, and we already talked about a few more ideas beyond this workshop, right? Just as Adam said, this whole thing is not from me, it's from Shiqi, so I'm going to shut myself off and turn to Shiqi. Yeah. Oh, so it's actually, because Shiqi is from the, they call the North American Chinese Musician Association, something like that. It's another, like a non-profit organization. So we actually have fortunate to have Nila here to speak a few words. Yeah.
Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to our first workshop. I'm here to, on behalf of Yang Jin, the president of the Chinese Musician Association of North America. And as you know, Yang Jin is a great pipa player and an outstanding musician. The Chinese Musicians Association of North America is a non-profit organization established in 2024 The association unites an incredible group of professional and passionate musicians, specializing in classical, ethnic, and modern music. All of them graduated from prestigious institutions such as the Curtis Institute of Music, Juilliard School, Yale University, Cleveland Institute of Music, Central Conservatory of Music, China Conservatory of Music, and the Shanghai Conservatory of Music. These musicians are active in the North America music scene, with many serving in top symphony orchestras and music schools in the United States. Our mission is to connect musicians and audiences worldwide to encourage cross-cultural collaboration through music. Today, we're happy to collaborate with the Art Council of Princeton and the Princeton Active Circle to hold our first workshop. We have the honor to have Mr. Zhong Shiqi, one of the outstanding musicians of the association, to introduce this magical and unique instrument, handpan. In the future, we'll continue to organize concerts, master classes, workshops, and competitions. We're looking forward and warmly welcome your continued attention, support, and participation in our events. Now, without further ado, let's welcome Mr. Zhong Shiqi.
First, I want to thank you, audience. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, the Princeton Art Council, and thank you, Yang for the Chinese American Music Association for having me introduce this is a very innovative percussion instrument. So first, let me introduce myself. Myself is a percussionist. I've been learning percussion since I was 3 years old. I started with, probably most of you know about drum set. That's my first instrument, playing drum set. Then I moved to Chinese drum, those red traditional Chinese drum. I've been playing from 6 to 12. And then I came to United States. I started Western percussion like timpani, marimba, and orchestral percussion. Maybe you see a triangle, tambourine, cymbals since 12. And I came here and I auditioned Juilliard Pre-College. I was lucky enough to get into Juilliard Pre-College. So I spent 2 years at Pre-College studying Western percussion. Then I did my bachelor's at the Curtis Institute of Music and studied with the principal timpanist of Philadelphia Orchestra, where I learned a lot of playing on timpani and xylophone, but basically classical music. Then I did my master's in Connecticut at Yale University. Can we play a little bit of the pan art video, the third video? Yes. Just so you can see the inventors. They actually invented some new instruments. It's pretty cool. The second video on the left, yeah, this one.
I think the sound is off.
Yeah. I don't know. No sound. Yes.
No, it's on the video that there's no sound.
Yeah, so they invented something new in the body, which is 很像中国的那个陀螺，对不对？但是它的底部就会有更多的声音。Yeah. Well, everybody, you can go check out. If you search pan art, you can. There's a bunch of videos, and he talking himself, invented this instrument. So when this instrument first invented in Switzerland, it was called Hang, H-A-N-G, Hang, which in Switzerland is called hand. Can we put this into full screen? Just the PPT into PowerPoint into full screen? Yes. So he definitely copyrighted that term. So Han is now only belongs to company patent office. So we are not allowed to call it Han. So right now we call it Handpan, or there's another term called Pantan, which the pan was referring to the steel drum, steel pan, and the tan referred to the Indian clay drum, god pan, pantan, or hand pan. Okay. So today I'm going to talk about a D minor hand pan, which is normally for a lot of people when they first started. This started on D minor handpan. And guess why? Because the first draft of patent art was made on D minor handpan. So the majority of the manufacturers, when they started produce handpan, they first produced a D minor handpan, which at first was only 9 notes, but now we have more notes on the handpan now. But that's a lot of beginners and the first handpan players, they started on D minor and they started producing music and write instruction books or videos. They were majority, 90% was on D minor. So today I'm going to introduce a D minor pen. This is actually the one I played for you. It was an E minor pen, which I will talk about later. So the handpan scale. Does anybody knows what kalimba is? A thumb piano. You know? Yeah, a thumb piano. Yes. So when we try to construct a handpan, nothing is new. Everything is referred to something happened before. So when he came up with this idea, we play with our right hand and left hand. And kalimba, we play with right thumb, left thumb. And if you want to play a scale, it doesn't go like piano, the re mi fa sol la si. So we go to alternation. So right, left, right, left, right, left. So the scale goes from bottom, but it goes from right side, left side, right side, left side. So this way we can play a scale with alternating our hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the center note is called ding. And this note is normally the tonic note of the scale. So this is the D minor pen, so this note is D. And the D on your right hand side, the first note, which is number 1 note, is normally a fifth above the tonic note, which we count from D, re, mi, fa, sol, la. So your first note is A here. Then it's a scale. Then it's A, B, C, D, E, F, C. Okay. So this is the handpan scale. And this is the note, as you can see. So basically, when I see the handpan, there's a couple ways I can see. First, you find your ding notes and the first note, and then you go to a scale by right, left, right, left, right, left. But then we can also see the instrument as a half and half. So if you there's something wrong with this picture. So if we put this one, if you read 2468, 2468, that's a B flat major 7. And if you look at the right hand side, 1357, that's the minor A minor. Yeah. So, I think everybody's probably like a math genius, which I'm not. You can combine any numbers on handpan because for handpan, a lot of instruments is either pentatonic or it was constructed in a scale that doesn't have a lot of dissonance. So everywhere you play, it's gonna sound nice, which we're gonna talk about more later. But then if you can see, there's two notes around here. This around ding we call it edge, which you can hear it's a very different sound. This is ding note, and on the edge you hear the note and you hear the shell sound. And then you have the shell area, which is here, which is just the still sound. And this round circle around Handpan is called tone field. And inside it is called a dome, which is a tuning scale. Like I said, when they first played the steel drum, they were using a hammer or something to beat the oil can, and that creates a small and bigger dome of it, and it has different pitch. Basically, the small is the higher pitches, the bigger is the lower pitches. And the tone field, because handpan is made on a flat surface steel. It was not rounded, it was like a flat steel surface. If you want to create 10 notes on it, you have to kind of lock the surface. So this tone field is locking the pitch around the handpan. Otherwise, if you don't lock it, you play this note, other parts will vibrate at the same time. Okay. So this is kind of the area that locks the pitch. So you hear the A. So I want to play A, the B doesn't make any resonance. Okay. So based on that principles, let's talk about some general playing technique on handpan. So when we play handpan, we use basically our three strongest fingers. What are three? Okay, so thumb, first finger, second finger. We don't use much, but you definitely welcome to use other fingers. But we don't normally recommend. So when we play handpan, the finger, everybody can try a little bit. So the finger should be, moving by itself. Just like how you play piano, you can move up and down. And then if we see this, if we put our hand on the handpan, if you only like piano, if you only move your finger up and down, it doesn't create much sound because the distance is very limited. Therefore, we have to use our wrist as well, along with the finger motion. So let's talk about the wrist. So if we put our palm facing to the floor, if you lift your wrist, normally you can lift around 90 degrees. 90 degrees. Okay. So this is very much enough for producing a very loud sound on handpan. This instrument is actually very fragile. So it's not like a djembe or a hand drum. So you play very lightly. And this 90 degrees, that's totally enough. So 90 degrees away from the ding note, that's kind of, if you were talking about loud and soft, this is a very loud sound. 90 degrees. And the less degree you go, if we go to 60, then you get a mezzo forte, like softer, you get it softer. So the idea is the wrist 90-degree angle along with finger motion created a soft, loud sound out of the hand. Okay, and then this is hard. You have to be able to move your wrist, but then with your finger motion. So your finger moves with your wrist, and your left with your wrist. So it's not only moving your finger, or not just moving your wrist. So it's everything together, your finger and wrist, and then you have this motion. A lot of people, we are going to experience that because this instrument is made of steel, all the sound are created by vibration. So if you normally when we play something, we do this, right? We do this. So if I do that, you will kind of mute the vibration. So if I do that, nothing will sound. Okay. So this is important. It's after we strike, you have to lift, you have to release. You can think this way, you have to pull the sound out of the handpan. So after you play, you have to release immediately. If you rest, only is like 0.1 second, you will mute the sound. So you have to lift, which I call it an ABA stroke, a full stroke. What is full stroke? So if this is A, handpan is B. If we play A to B, this is called a downstroke. That will mute the sound. Okay. So we have to go back. A, B, A. So you start and you finish where you started. And B is the contact. You contact the handpan. So you have a full stroke. Down and up. Okay. And then I recommend that when you play the instrument, you first start with 90 degree, because it's like when we go to, gym to work out, you can lift, 5 pounds, or you can lift 20 pounds. So I want everybody, when they first started, they can practice the whole distance and using the wrist. Okay, so this is thing. So when we sit in front of, you can also put the handpan on your legs. That's totally fine. But the height should be when your arm feel relaxed, right? And you put your hand on the D note. This should not create any tension. So if you put handpan too high, if you like lifting here, you will feel the shoulder. Or if you put it too low, you will feel like you're kind of this motion. It doesn't give you the enough wrist motion. So you kind of like you put here and put here. Nothing tension. I can hold it like 20 minutes. That's a good position. Then, if you look at other tone field, because the handpan is a round object, right? So it's not always flat. So we talk about the principles. When you play the ding, your palm should be facing flat, direct up and down with the ding note. So when you play other notes, your hand should be flat, too, up and down, right on top of the tone field. So basically your hand is moving this side, this side, this side, this side. So whatever the notes you play, your hand should be directly facing to the note. So you have different angles. Of course, ding, flat, facing, then you have to find the surface. Okay. Interesting so far?
Yes.
Okay, great. Let's keep going. Yeah, we'll talk about this. Okay, before I jump into this, I want to talk about one more thing. If we look at the handpan, like I talked about, those dome inside of the tone field, they are the tuning spot. So it was tuned by hammer. So if you play a lot of times, like in this area, it will detune the instrument. Because that's how it was tuned, right? So we don't want to hit inside. So we want to hit the surface, the flat surface around it. Okay. Otherwise, you will detune the instrument, which then it will open the handpan up and tune from the inside out. So you don't want to hit, this inside dome. You want to hit the surface, and here's the trick how to find it. So if you finger the first joint, you have a line here, right? So first joint should touching
the edge of the tone field, that's a good beating spot for playing this instrument. And same with your middle finger, the first joint should touch the tone field edge. That's a good, beating spot. So you don't hit either shell that doesn't produce sound, or you don't hit, the tuning spot. So that's a good, finger alignment on the tone field. Okay. So, handpan, like I said, it was, invented in 2000, but it was kind of known to people by 2008. And then since then, the handpan has developed a lot of playing techniques. The one I just showed you, it was very natural finger stroke. But then we have a lot of extended techniques, which I'm going to show you a little bit. The first one is called, if you look at the edge, I already showed you is here. When we play the edge, so you have a different content. So you have the edge. And then you have the bass. I showed you some bass technique before. Basically, for bass technique, you use your lower palm, and you can only create that sound out of the D, but that's the biggest notes on the handpan. Basically, you do your lower palm and you just press down in the D, but don't press too hard. So if I put this closer, actually. And then we can play some beat along with the bass note. So this is like a drum set, kick drum. Okay, so you can play rhythms. Then you can play. Lower palm on the D. Yes. So we can create like a bass groove, like a kick drum. And the second one is a slap technique. We kind of just like how you slap someone's face. Slap. But normally I use these 3 fingers. Slap. That's enough. And you play on the shell area. So you hear a lot of the shell sound. You can also play on the edge. And this is another technique, very much like the slap technique. It's called knock, just like how you knock the door. Okay, but then the object, we want a sharper sound. So it's actually the first knuckle, middle finger and your fourth finger. You have this knuckle here that's close to your nose. You have knuckle here, and you knock on the shell. So you created this sharper knock sound. So you can play. And then you have some tap notes. Tap note is also called ghost note, which if you ever played, if you have some experience on drum, you will definitely know this technique. The way we use our hands to play an instrument, there's hand patterns, I call it. So we can play like alternation. You can do right left, right left, right left. Also, you can do right left, right left, right left, left, right. So you have to be able to remember a lot of hand patterns. And the ghost note is a way to keep your hand patterns, so you don't get, you can't like, you don't forget, your patterns. So if I want to play, this is my hand pattern, but I don't want to hear any shell sound, but I want to keep my hand pattern. I use this ghost note, which I'm just gonna gently tap the note and point out the note you want to show. Without ghost note, sounds like. With ghost note, just tap. But this allows my hand to flow because I'm playing the one pattern again and again. If you move to other notes, you will hear it different. Without ghost note, sounds like. With ghost note. So it may seem, very complex, but I was just doing right left, right left, right left, right left, right left. But I only played the note I want you to hear. But I keep that hand pattern. So ghost notes really allows me to do that. And then the last is called harmonics. It's like same. Anybody play violin here? No. So if you play string instrument, there's a lot of harmonics you can produce. And same on handpan, you can produce harmonics. Normally, for each note, you will have a fifth harmonic, or you have an octave above eighth notes. Depends on different handpan, but in general, that's how handpan is tuned. So if you hear this is the D note. If I put my fingers on the left, either left side or right side, you hear this higher, right? An octave above. Where you placed, very some difference. So this note. And then for the D note, if you press down enough, it sounds like a Chinese opera drum. There's a bending pitch. So this is the note. If I press down, you hear? You can bend the pitch. So in music, let me show you that. Okay. So outside of just playing the notes, you can produce a lot of sound out of the handpan, which kind of broaden the possibility of these instruments. Okay, so this is the one I showed you before. So how we are going to play handpan is very, very simple. I'm going to teach you this concept very simple. So what consists of construct of music is basically especially for handpan, you have to learn some harmonies. You can also remember the position of the handpan. This is an example I'm going to show you. So on the left side, we have 4 notes. on the left side we have 4 notes. Okay, so let's say that's the 2 harmonies we're going to play. I'm going to play the left side of the handpan. I'm going to play the right side of the handpan. This is first step to decide which area you're going to play on the handpan. Second step, choosing a hand pattern. So if I'm going to say, I'm going to do right left right left, right left, alternate my hand on the left side of the hand, right left right left. If I'm going to play, okay, so this is right left, and this is the area I choose, right? So you can play either any order you want. Okay, then music needs a lot of repetition. So let's decide. We're going to play 4 times on the left side. We're going to play 4 times on the right hand side. You see that makes a music. Right? So that was just, I decided to play on the left side 4 times, play on the right hand side 4 times. But then I added some melody. So the music, you need a melody to lead your audiences where you are going to go. And that can be achieved very easily. So what I did was I choose right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. So my pattern was 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So I just changed every time I play 3, I play something else. So if I don't change, do it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we are going to switch. So we're going to change every time, play something else, play a different note on 3. This is you will hear. 1, 2. Okay, so what about every once in a while we can change number 4, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not gonna change every time. You know, I threw there number 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, different note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And rest. Silence is also part of the music. Use some extended technique. Yeah. This is called a grace note, which you have, you play 2 notes, but you have a main note and you have a decoration. So the grace note basically is you play 1 soft, play 1 loud, which I want to make this grace note and this is my main note. This is like 30 degrees above from the note, and this is like 60 degrees. And then when you strike together, there was something. More decorations to the melody. All right, so I've been, asking a lot of this. I did many workshops, and every time I finish, people are, asking these questions. How you learn the handpan? So I gave you all the answers already. So first, you need to find a handpan, and then you have to learn the chord progressions on the handpan. So you have to learn either, this can be a D minor chord, and this is the C minor chord. This is the theory part of the instrument. So you have to learn the harmony. It's like you play guitar. Okay, you learn all the chords, and then you have to learn some hand patterns. Either right, left, or right, left, left, or combined with, some extended techniques and now. And then you practice. You put them into practice. Very simple. That's it. That's how you learn handpan. It's very simple. But here the thing is, the handpan. You need some instructions to really know the instruments. Getting to know, you need a lot of repertoires. And the problem of this instrument, because it's very easy, many people just take it as a free spirit instrument, and they were taking this instrument and they were kind of doing improvisations on the street. So not many music was composed for this instrument. And this is what I'm doing right now. So I'm studying my doctorate degree at NYU right now, and my research topic is actually on this instrument. So I'm putting a lot of database and repertoires for handpan, so people can have access and resources to learn the instrument. And if you want to reach out to me, you can take a photo here. And any questions, you can ask me. So I think what time is it right now? 5:10. 5:10. Okay. So we have about 20 minutes. So I brought some pens here, and everybody can come up and to play and try a little bit. And then I'm here, and if you have any questions, you can feel free to ask me. Thank you.
It's mentioned that this instrument is beautiful. Thank you so much. It's mentioned that it has a heated.
Yes.
And technically, always has a noise, doesn't it? Right? But it's unique.
So I think we find that you talk about service of this instrument. All the sound you hear is either
挺新鲜的。
怎么样？会玩吗？
Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, yeah, now I see what you're saying. How much do these go? This is yeah, that's
所以我这个没用上，
哦
中间有一个单开始。
哦，本来是两个可以是。
对，那声音会。
这个应该是标准键呀，怎么会？
不，就是这个地方太大。
哦，哎呀，
不是这样。
对，
所以
这是给手机用的。
对。
这个多少钱？我买了一个。
那我这换。